everyone, Sparkle Sprinkler here. I want to welcome all my new subscribers today. Y'all are amazing. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. Those of you that are subscribed or just viewers or returning, thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. I showed a video a few days ago of a damaged canvas and how I handled it. Well, I said at the end that the Christmas kitchen that you had seen, they're all running together now. I don't remember when it was. Not the vintage one. This is the one that I said I wish I could have got an 80 by 80 in it. The 60 by 60 looked fine, but I would have preferred an 80 by 80. I found an 80 by 80. And I mentioned in that video with the damaged canvas to be watching for this video. It came in today. Now, this is not from the company that I have been ordering all the 80 by 80s from in this haul. This is from a different company. What the company that I ordered all the 80 by 80s from does is put a black piece of wrap right where the diamonds meet to keep it from bending. Well, US Postal decided it was a nice thing to bend this and put it into my mailbox. So I do have a little damage. I have contacted Temu. I told them that I can fix this, but they offered me a half-off refund. There is a small river, but this canvas is not stuck to itself, so I can iron this out. This river right here is simply where the plastic cover buckled away from the canvas, where the US Postal folded it in half and stuck it in my small mailbox outside. So it does have some damage, but looking at the front, this can be fixed. Okay, I can iron that out. It's when it's creased to itself or so wrinkled and creased that there was just no fixing it like the other video was. So this one is a keeper. They did give me half price of a refund. I went in and I have, let me look. I did not even write how much I paid for this down. Let me go in real quick and look at my order. I paid let's see, for this one let's see, there it is. I paid, come on, let me in my order here. There we go. It was $23.65. I have gotten a price match of $2.92, and Temu has refunded me half of the $23.65. So I paid, you know, unless you've got a damaged one, you're not going to get half off. So really I paid, you know, about $22 for this. We're going to go over this canvas, okay, as an 80 by 80. Let's just go this route with it. I'm going to have to roll it up, and we're just going to go over the canvas as an 80 by 80. I'm happy I found it. It is a thinner canvas than what the 80 by 80s I have been ordering. It is cheaper, but the packaging was not like the 80 by 80s I've been ordering. You don't get that protection in the center. So US Postal, if this company had done that, US Postal wouldn't have been able to fold it in half and put it in my mailbox. I love this canvas, y'all. Absolutely love this canvas. I did mention to Temu that they're shipping this in 28 by 26 bags. I have some that do come in a 31-inch bag, and I told them they may need to talk to their shipping department and get them to put it in a bag that is 80 centimeters, which is, you know, your 31 inches. So that way there won't be a threat of these being damaged. That's how that other one got damaged. They put it in a bag that was too small and folded it in half. I love this. It seems like I remember this light was more profound right here than this one is, in the 60 by 60. I love this canvas, y'all. Absolutely love it. Okay, it does have the 24 colors in it. There's your legend. These are the numbers I'll be calling out. We're going to go through these diamonds as well. I'm going to have to pause you in a minute because I'm wanting to show you something once we look over these diamonds. So stick with me here because we have there's something going to happen with this canvas. So stick with me and let's just go through it and we'll go from there. Okay, in this one, these are pretty thick bags. This is 543. It's thick. This is 927. It's thick. You've got 712. You have 2 of these. Then you have 814. Then you have 150. This is 900. 469. 745. 223. 779. It's pretty thick. 2 bags of 452, and they are thick bags. And then 1 bag of 676. I don't see anything on here that concerns me. There are many different colors of this red. Number 1 is right in here. It's mingled in this tablecloth here. Number 11 is symbol D. There are some D's in here. There's D's in the Santa Claus. So those are not going to be off. This one right here is right in here. It's just splattered through here. So all of the colors look good. We're not going to have the issue like we had with the coffee car. There's no red for browns here. In fact, let's see if I have this color out. This is number 15. No. So all of these are gonna, let's see. That's number 8. This is number 8. So that's gonna be in your countertop. Just doing a little check here. Number 6 is in your countertop. So your colors are true to the canvas here. Let me get the glare off for you. This and this are in your countertop. Okay, so not going to have the cocoa bar issue with this. Of the gingerbread being red instead of brown. Okay, let me get the other bag out. I'm going to put those over here out of the way. Okay. Y'all might be surprised at what is going to transpire with this. Okay. We have number 20, which is 3752, and that is letter S. That is in this bowl. There's some up in this stove. It is up in this windows. So your blues are blues. Number 13 is $9.75. That is letter G. That is all in your table and chairs. This is number 21. You get 2 very thick bags of these. That is $37.68, and that is letter T. It's up here in the stove. It's up in the windows. So you've got, you know, different colors of blues that's going to go in your Starry Night in the back. Just checking, y'all, after debacle with the cocoa. Since this is a duplicate canvas of another size, I'm just going to take a little time with this one. $33.71. That is number 17, which is letter N. Let me just scan this and see if I see the letter N anywhere. It's a dark symbol. Something else I found on the cocoa bar, if you watch that video of the update, the symbol was brown on the legend, and on the on the gingerbread it was brown, but on the legend it was purplish red. There we go, right there. That's where it's going to be. And these darker, it's just splattered all up through here. So they had the symbol color correct on the legend, but the print on the canvas showed it would be brown. $9.93, and that is letter H. That is here in this stool. It is here in this, and there is some in this tree as well. Number 19 is $37.50. That is an R. There's some right here. There's some in the Christmas ornaments. A little bit of your tie backs up here in this. That's where your R's are. There's R's right here in the dark part of this bowl. So that is true to color. Okay. So I'm not going to be checking that anymore. I see that they've done the right things with these colors, so we're just going to move forward. Okay, this is 22. $37.72. Number 23 is $37.79. That's some of this, the V's in your tablecloth. Number 16 is $33.28. Number 18 is $37.12. You get 2 bags of $38.35, and that is letter W. That is down here in the flooring. It is up through here, and it's just like you've got 1 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. So it's scattered. It's not like this is all going to be purple. It's just scattered. There's a few up in this. So it's being blended. So it's not like it's going to be all one solid color. This is $30.64. After spot checking some of these colors, they're all fine. Okay. All right, we're going to take a deep dive on this canvas, since this is not from the company that I have been buying from, but it looks like, just kind of seeking out these colors, that they are doing the blending. So it may be, other than packaging, that makes me think it's a different company, because it did not have that black piece where your diamonds met inside the canvas so it could bend. The other company puts a black piece right here. So, but just spot checking these diamonds, I'm seeing that they do this splattering blending as well. So I don't really think it's the same company, mainly because the canvas is so much thinner than what the other diamond paintings are that I have been getting from them. So we're going to take a deep dive on this one. We're going to get a look at the quality of the canvas. See, right here, this is where U.S. Postal folded it, right where those diamonds met, and that's what caused those 2 rivers. I can iron those out because it's not stuck to itself on the other side, so I'm not concerned with that. Okay, let's look at the printing. Yeah, we're going to have to zoom out and zoom back in on this one. let's see. There we go. It's very clear. You do have some with guide circles right through here. Some without. These right here don't have your guide circles. If you don't know what a guide circle is, it's where it's got a little halo around it where you would place your diamond. The W right next to the T does not have it, but the T does. When they first started coming out with these rounds, it all had black lines around it. I mean, it was just rings around the diamond, and it was a black line around each one of your symbols. And if you didn't get that diamond right where it should be, or if your diamond was smaller, those black lines shine through your diamond painting. So they quit putting those on there. So we're going to do a deep dive. There's your teddy bears. Y'all just bear with me a minute. You'll see where this is going to go. I love this canvas so much, y'all. I wish US Postal had not been it. But they folded it in half and stuck it in my mailbox. But I can fix it. There's your teddy bear, your basket, your gift packages. If you're a multi-placer, there's plenty of places to multi-place in this. Okay, let's roll this out. Let's back this out just a little bit more for us. There we go. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I hate it got a little roughed up, but I can iron this river out. I can iron this river out. It's not stuck to itself. In fact, when I push on it right here, it just lays flat. It's just that this is where it was folded up in this, and it's pulled the plastic away from it, put a little stress on the canvas, stretched it out just a little bit. But I mean, this will iron out no problem. It's not stuck to itself or anything. I can push it down flat, so I'm not worried about it. That'll iron right out. Okay. I kind of liken it to getting in a Coudils that's over, I think 50 by 50 is when they start folding it in half and then roll it. So I can get those creases out. I can get that out. Just a little bit of a river through there. Not much at all. I love this. Wow. Look at the stools. Look at the woodwork. The difference on this. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, look under the table here. Look at the carvings of the table itself. Wow. I didn't notice that on the first one. And your crown molding, and then your ceiling. There's that light. It's just a glare from the lamp, but when you zoom it out, it's not as stark, you know. It's beautiful. Okay, y'all sit still. It's going to be about a second for you and a few minutes for me. I'll pause you. I'll be right back. Okay, look what we have here. This is your 60 by 60. This is your 80 by 80. When I tell you about detail and the differences of the two designs, there you have it. Look at the difference in the tree, the bear, the basket, inside your cabinets, your drawers, your cookies on your refrigerator, the stocking, this on the front, your bowl on the counter, even your wallpaper. Okay, let me follow this 80 by 80 down a little bit and get this up here. They folded the 60 by 60 in a different direction, so it's harder. Look at the difference in your teddy bear and these. Even your gift box and your ornament. Let's compare the legends here. Let me see if I can get this moved over and cooperate. Okay, the 80 by 80 uses a 150. 60 by 60 does not. 223. No 452, no 469, no, okay, 543 is in there. 712, 745. They use different colors, so it's not the same company. There's 927 is the same. But y'all, that's about it. Totally different color scheme. But you see the difference in the detail. Look at your ceiling. 60 by 60 to an 80 by 80. Let's move it over. Look at your cabinet. Let's see if I can roll this way so we can get a better view here. Your windows. Look at the difference in the tree and the baskets. Here's your cabinets. There's your rug. Here's your tables. Let me put it this way so you can see. Look at the difference in your chair legs and your cushions. Okay, let me roll this one this way. There's under your table, there's the table in the 80 by 80. The difference in the cushions. You get, let me zoom in. You get more definition of what this should be. These snowflakes right here. These are just little blobs. This design, look at the difference. This is what I'm talking about with the 80 by 80. If you want your detail, 80 by 80 is where you need to be. This is your plate of cookies. Let me get this rolled in a little more here. Look at the differences in your plate of cookies. Your bowl. Look at the difference. Here's where it's really going to shine. Look at the difference in the Santa Claus and the tree. Same exact painting, just different sizes. There's your garland. There's your ceiling. And I'm going to roll this up a little bit more. Let's go all the way to the end on this one. So you even get, let me back you out. You get so much more of the stool. There's your cabinets. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's get up here to this reef. Look at the difference. You can actually see the bear in the 80 by 80 and the ribbons. This is just a little brown. Look at the difference in this one and this one. Your lamp. The garland end. Look at the difference. This is what I'm telling y'all about the detail from an 80 by 80 to a 60 by 60. Yes, it seems massive, but look how much better outcome you're going to have. Now, what am I going to do with these? Well, I was going to gift this 60 by 60 when I found the 80 by 80. But I have decided, I have the square series coming up in January. These are rounds, okay? My thoughts are, I'm going to do this section on this painting and the same section on the 80 by 80 and give you an update. I'm going to do, which your floor is not going to be much different. I'll probably start working my way up this way. I'll do this section on this, and I'll work the same section on the 80 by 80 and I'll give you an update. And I will just work them side by side. I will just mark off the same sections of, I'll probably go to this right here, this big ball, do this whole section here on both paintings, and I'll show you how each one came out. So that's what I will be working on through the year. It won't be a fast pace. It'll be just pull it out, do one, and do the other. And that will show you the difference in the 80 by 80s and the 60 by 60s. Now keep in mind that, you know, I did get this for a discount because US Postal damaged it. But I paid, let me go back to my order here. I paid $23.65 for this, and this was 11 something. I forget. I've got it written down over there. But I got half off plus a price match. So this one is probably the same price as 60 by 60. If you get a damaged one, they may give you half price if you don't want to send it back, because I told them I could fix it. I just really contacted them to let them know what shipping, what US Postal had done to it. Okay, I didn't contact them for a refund. I just went into chat and they said which painting, and I showed them how it was folded, and I said I can fix this, but you need to know what US Postal Service is doing. Maybe put do not bend on it or something, or maybe Temu put a protector around it, you know. And she says, I'm so sorry this happened to you, we're going to give you half off. I said, you don't have to do that because I can fix this. I just wanted you to know what happened. She says, no, this is unacceptable. And said that she was going to put in a message to shipping and see if they could start putting a label on these larger paintings, do not fold. And I said, well, you need to be telling Temu as well, don't fold it, because I've had some come in that were folded, and some of them were unrepairable, others were repairable. So you need to be giving your shipping department the same lesson. Don't fold these big diamond paintings, or any diamond painting for that matter. But I'm going to work them both in conjunction with each other in the same sections at a time. And then I will come on and give you a video update of how it looks and compare the two. and help you make your decision of, do I go with a larger diamond painting or do I stay with a 60 by 60. There are ways, if you don't have the table space, there are ways to work on these 80 by 80s without having a large table. I work on it on I have a 72-inch table, but I work off of a wooden easel that's 30 inches wide. This is wider than my easel, but I use my light pad to slide it over to the edge. Say I was working over here and I ran out of easel space, my light pad would move over and hang the half off, and I could continue diamond painting and it give me the hard surface I need. And I keep a pool noodle over the top of it because I can't diamond paint flat. I have to have it at a small angle, and my easel is in the first notch, so it's just a light angle, but it's enough that I'm not humped over it all the time. And I put a pool noodle across the top of my easel, so as I work on this, I usually I'll work the bottom, and I'll get, I'll turn it and work sideways, and I flip them all around, okay? But once I get half of it done, I'll flip it upside down, and this end would hang off of the top, and that pool noodle keeps it from getting that crease in it. So there are ways to work on these on a smaller table. You don't have to have a table that's 80 centimeters wide, okay? You can roll them. I use clips to my light pad. There's all different things, because I have not had this desk my entire diamond painting journey. I haven't had a 72-inch desk. I think mine was 40, something like that, and I worked on big, huge, much bigger than 80 by 80s on that. So don't be afraid of it. And like I said, if you don't have the wall space, you can seal these. If you've got a wall space enough for a 35-inch cross stitch rod, you can hang that on your wall, get some L brackets like my husband did, and we got 10 inch, so it's 10 inches away from the wall. So I've got 10 inches to hang unworked diamond paintings over the rod, and then I have another rod that's really long in case I ever did something really big. I've got enough room to put it on, and just put some eyelets across the top, run you some shower curtain hooks, and hang this up, and you can put all your diamond paintings on that and flip through them, and they're all contained on one rod. And 10 inches is going to give you enough for 10 inches thick of diamond painting. So don't be afraid of it. Yes, it looks daunting, it looks intimidating, but it's just one diamond at a time. And if you want the best outcome, you're seeing right here what an 80 by 80 difference can do for a diamond painting. Look at the bears. You're seeing what it can do. So I will work them both, and that way you can see. I was going to give this, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to work them both in conjunction with each other and give you an update. I'll probably start this, I don't know, I'm going to see how the square series goes and how it's going to run, and how much time I'm going to have to work on something different. This may come after that square series. We'll just have to wait and see, because it's an 80 by 80 as well. We'll just have to wait and see. That's going to be played by ear. If I'm going to do, just get the bottom half done, and because once you get halfway up it, it's the same all the way up. But I will work it with you. I mean, you'll be seeing my progress on it. But as far as the teaching and the tips and tricks wise, there's only so much you can do on that, because once you get, halfway up your diamond painting and all this is done, the other half is going to be mirrored to what you did down here. So we'll see, but this will be done this year, and y'all will be getting updates on the difference between a 60 by 60 and 80 by 80. Sure, the colors are different, but the paintings are identical. I mean, they're identical. So color changes, not a big deal. It'll use different colors, but you'll still be able to see your teddy bear in your basket. You know what it's supposed to look like, and how do they look in comparison to size. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for me on this one. I just wanted to give y'all kind of a bonus since this came in today. And like I said, yes, this one is damaged thanks to U.S. Postal. But as long as, I mean, y'all saw the other diamond painting, okay? It's not near what that one was. And unless I really hold this up for you to see it, I can take my finger and that smooths right out. Okay, so that's what I look for. That'll iron right out. I may even take this clear sheet off and put release paper on this so I can iron that out, because as long as that cover sheet's on there, it's not going to let me iron it good, and to peel this back and straighten it out is not going to happen. So I'm probably going to have to put release paper on this, but that'll be fine too. Not a problem. All right, everyone, that is going to do it. I will see y'all in the morning. All right, take care. Bye-bye.